Hey, you done? How you doing, love? Doing okay? Same thing. Dang it. Same exact thing. Hey, Alice. I tried to go live on Facebook earlier to let people know in my. I got some groups over there, but you can't get to them because of my. I forgot my password, but anyway, they can see anything I upload, and about any time I upload anything to Facebook, people look at it, and I couldn't figure out how to get it my phone to turn sideways. So it was just straight up and down vertical. I don't like it. Um, Once I figure it out, hey Lynn, I used to go live on Facebook quite a bit. Matter of fact, in that abandoned nursing home, the first time was live on Facebook. Yeah, I've seen that. Hey Kathy, hey Gummit, y'all doing okay? Uh, I asked y'all to really keep Pamela and family in your thoughts and prayers, because I guarantee she would us. Hey, Alicia, hanging in there. If I could get that right bottom side back here to stop, I'd be all right. There you go. I tried taking out, see if that work it out or quit time I got up one, but it ain't. I ain't been up maybe 5 minutes. Well, long enough to make a cup of coffee. I get hurting so bad sometimes I can't just sit there. Man, I get hurting, I can't lay there, so I'm in between. Yeah. Uh, did y'all like it the way we did it last night? To where, everybody had a chance to hear from a loved one. Uh, and if you did enjoy that, we're gonna do a poll. Uh, if we get more that says yes, doing that. Um, I enjoyed it. You guys didn't even have to ask the question, and it it helps for any time if I was to ever have to do a session, it would be easier for me to get that person. So it's two birds, one stone kind of thing. You're hurting in your hip and back real bad. Everybody throw up prayers for Alice as well. I know that feeling. Hey, Tori, if phone's died again, you need to be sitting close to a phone cord. Yeah, and it's something that you can go back and watch and hear, and I mean, everybody got to hear something. Hey, Tanya. How you doing, love? Hey, Angela. Yeah, she gets off at 7, so run ragged. I know that feeling too. She gets off at 7, so that's why I'm saying about 8:30. Keep an eye on your devices because somebody's going to get to win another one of them, and it is the white one. So if you're interested in these tumblers, be here. I'm hanging in. I reckon everybody else is just hanging in as well. You didn't have to work today? On a day. Hmm. Well, at least you get one. I remember working back with Daddy. Only day you had to take off Sunday. Work 6 days a week, no matter what. Well, you bringing in some good money. Yeah, these tumblers are awesome. I talked with Kayla today. Um, she's she just runs herself ragged. She does. Uh, I think it's head kindergarten or something like that. You need a hoodie. We could hook that up too. Yeah, she's doing, I think, kindergarten or first grade or something. Oh, she helps that guy that does weddings and catering and all that stuff. Uh, it just depends, Tanya. We can go. Uh, I think medium, large, extra large, all the way up. I do believe to even uh like a 4X. Um, and for a good, well done hoodie, runs around probably about $45, and that's just having the logo on the back and on the left front here. Hey, Beck, need a large. Well, I learned the hard way. Uh, David, Kayla's old man says A1C is high, but working on it. Let me show too. I'm gonna say bless you. Um, anytime that we do anything like that to keep uh, down any wandering and this and that and another, um, people have to pay up front. Um, so hoodies, now that I'm gonna have to do it, y'all got to remember all that equipment burned up in Kayla's building, except for some stuff that she still had in the house. But um, I'll be the one having to make them right now. Um, so if you want one and you wanted a what, large or extra large, you said it doesn't went up. Here, let's see. Where'd you go? You need a large. Well, hit my cash out. Hit my cash out for 45, and I'll go get it and get it done. That's the way they'll all have to be done. Uh, right now is time to really get some weather fit stuff. That way, there's no controversy either way. Um, she did. You be careful, Paula. She did. She did very well. Um, you know, and the tumbler that I'm using, my white one, of course, that was the very first one that she ever did, and you know, that was mine. You know what I mean? Um, so, uh, it didn't make no difference if it was shirts, hoodies, cups. Uh, we were fixing to get into the tall tumblers that have the copper lining around it. No, it's dishwasher capable. You can wash it in the dishwash and all that stuff. Dishwasher, and they were just they were beautiful. Uh she had white, she had light teal, one about the color of that box, um, red, pink, purple. I mean, she was fixing to let it go, and some of them had a, would have a wraparound butterfly on it, and inside the middle of the butterfly, it had JSV on it. And you're talking about pretty. Well, I just jumped on. I took a nap earlier, tried to stop hurting a little bit, and said, "Well, I'm gonna go live because she don't get off till 7." So, and I've told everybody a couple times now to be here. Make sure between 8 and 8:30 because we're gonna do a little plus tax, another drawing for a uh, new for a tumbler. And yeah, she will. She'll get back to it. It's just gonna take a minute. They did have insurance on it, so that covered that. And things has kind of been a slow go anyway. Because David Hurlman, he's got sugar real bad, and he she's come home before, and he'd be laying out in the yard. You know, um, so she's had her plate full. She was mother's nurse, and then she quit with that company, and I started paying her to just you know work for me for mother, and then when it got it was right close to Christmas time then. That guy down there in town offered her to get that restaurant, and she took it. But even though she took that, she'd work all day, and when they closed at 6 o'clock, she would come out the house and still made sure if mother needed anything changed or whatever. Kayla is lovely. She's like a sister to me, and David, he's like a brother to me. They are very, very good people. They ain't a thing in the world they wouldn't do for somebody. And it's been a minute since I've talked to them. Like I said, I talked to Kayla today for a little while. Now David's been hitting me up. And one reason she quit that nursing is because when she come home from work, she found David out there in the yard, and that scared her up. And she knowed if she just lived right off the mountain from me. She knowed if she could work doing that, then she could be closer to David. Anything happened. Mine so far seems to be doing all right. I reckon that medicine's helping my sugar. I can't wait to go back and do another weight test, see what I lose through this month. They come. But yeah, she was very creative. What'd you put it on? Do you pill it for the tooth fairy or what? same sunset pic. Where did you send it to? You must have sent it to my old account. I'm gonna show you guys. I like this, and we're gonna try to figure out how to get it on. When I first hit the live button, this is what it's gonna be doing. So I can't wait to get that fixed. I have nothing from you through Messenger. You must have sent it to my old account. Only person I got anything from was Paula and a couple of others about uh, when I posted that on uh, Facebook. It's given a winter storm threatens the South. Major winter storm brings ice snow to the South, causing hazardous travel and outages. That's just almost unchristian to tell people that right there. I don't like hearing it. Man, get off my cellular device. Yeah, you'll have to send it to my new one, love. It says in relationship. The other one's got like 800 or 900 people on it, and this one's just got just a few, maybe 30, but it says in relationship. Yeah, um, I've got to get Kayla to do it. She said she could come up. Uh, I I think she said next Wednesday. I think what day she said, um, and she would program it for me when I hit live, and the lines run across to say you're live. That's when it'll start doing that. Y'all supposed to get hit again? That gum. I won't be going no. Well, no, I won't be going nowhere either. A different tale now if I would have had four wheeler, but hadn't got to do that yet. I can let a little bit of air out of my tires on my truck and probably make it from here to up the store or something, but I ain't I ain't gonna try to go all the way into up here. I've had fog for 2 weeks straight. My goodness. That's probably caused some wrecks. Another snowstorm on Thursday. There you go. We're going to get it tonight, JD, and it's going to be really bad tonight and tomorrow. I know that, but it's going to happen. I pray that it won't be out much because I have my insulin. You need to call your doctor and say, hey, look, y'all reckon y'all might order fix me up another batch where I can come get it? I mean, hey, okay. It wouldn't hurt to say that. Tell them, say, you should be getting the same weather alerts that I'm getting. He's any kind of a doctor, he'll fix you up a little bit of it. 11 on, 6 likes. Come on, guys. The ones that's in the back, don't be shy. Come on down here and join the JSV fams. Be part of us. And if you watched any of you, if you watched how we did yesterday, you would really enjoy it too. Um, but yeah, we're going to do a poll on it. If we get a majority of yes, then we'll keep it going. If we don't, then we'll just stay like we are. Well, if we could have got that one for 100, that would have worked. Even Wanda said that she would do that if you could have got it and got it spin again. So if you could have got that one, we'd been in good shape. It wasn't too big, it wasn't too little. It was perfect size for the both of us. So, I mean, all it would take is showing proof of income and uh, signing it. That's all it would take. And I know that he tries to talk you out of it. Um, but we done had some things set up for it. And in times like this, that would be our way of going to the store, at least get milk and bread and stuff. And all you have to do is walk in there, say what you need to say. Yeah. All you'd have to do was sign for it, Alice. And like I said, it'd been took care of, just like that. We just needed it brought down here. Now there's 7 on 8 likes. I guess they didn't like me telling them to come on down here. But it's all okay. I'm gonna find me one on uh, Facebook Marketplace. Anyway, not only that'll be something that I can use to make new content, but in situations such as snow and ice, even if it's just ice, we can still get to the store. I tried, but my credit wasn't enough. Remember, I had to let that white car go. I couldn't pay $612 plus all this stuff here, and it hurt my credit. That's what I was telling Alice. He talked her out of doing it, but all she'd have to do is go in there and sign for it and bring proof of income. Maybe go. He wanted her to have something showing. She could go to like um, um, errands or rent a center or something other and get some little old something uh, to where it would show up and it would they would have gave it to her in a heartbeat. It was a perfect size, everything. Uh, but I've got to get one. Yeah, like I said, I'd put him on the road. I'd get him somewhere where he could get some help, and I'd let him go wherever he wanted to go, and I'd bring my butt down here. That's what I'd do if I was you. That's just my opinion, Alice. And like I told you, if you ever want to, all you gotta do is pick up the phone. Well, you said you talked to that one guy that had one out in the shed, but he didn't want to get rid of it. So um, we're going to try our best to get one day, gummit. It's what Christina said last night, too. She said, now would have been a fine time to have it. And I said, I know it, gummit. Okay, you be careful, man.
You're listening.
You're listening?
Yeah.
Well, talk to me.
Galaxy 2020.
Ain't had none of them in a long time.
What else?
Well, Alice is it's because he's jealous. He sure don't want you to do nothing for me or your granddaughter. That's all it is.
What? Just probably that.
There ain't nobody or anything that could come between me and my children, or if I had grandbabies. He did you wrong that day, Alice. He did you wrong.
Next is.
I've tried a lot of different cycle shops, but the letting the car go back, it messed my credit up. I'll have to file again after 7 years.
Alice.
Someone just said Alice.
Okay.
Okay.
How many? Plain clothes.
Have lunch in and what
House. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying mine too,
why
Tanya.
killed my
I mean, I'm not going to stop till I get one.
with home.
One way or the other.
Do that. They know.
No, it ain't your fault, Alice. It was his fault for being jealous. That had nothing to do with you. That was his fault.
But
If push comes to shove,
Right.
and I hate it, but if push comes to shove,
The ballot
I'll trade my TV for one.
is a
better make sure you pay them payments and not be behind on them. It'll really help your credit. But if you're ever late, it starts knocking points off. They act like it don't, but it does. Risa is not on.
What's up, Lord?
I told you, love, and yesterday, me and Christina stopped by the storage unit up here, and I think she took some pictures of it. It's just about 4 minutes away from here, and I told you all I got to do is get same thing I did when I came from Illinois. I rented a big U-Haul, the biggest one they had, the 24-foot. Go up there, get it, bring it, put it all in that, be done with it. Besides, he needs to be sent off somewhere to have some help done. Pete, get some help done and takes it and actually does okay with it, then I'd be fine with it. But he's gonna have some help. But what's his name needs to hit the road. He's jealous of everything you do. And that ain't no way to live. And him taking that $20 away from here, he's the only reason I didn't say anything is because you was here. Trust me. He was very lucky on that part. Hey, Jennifer, because I don't give a damn who you are. There's three things that I can't stand. That's a thief, liar, or a cheat. I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. But past that, I have no use for them. Yeah, that was my dad that said that. Said he was going to quit drinking. Tell him you'll believe it when you see it. You just hit me up on Messenger. What? Type in my Messenger, Tanya or Sabina or one of you. Type in my Messenger down here so she knows what to look for. Because I can't get to my old one. I had to create another one. And it's John Holt, but it has this picture on it that's up here on the channel now. And it says in relationship. And that's the one you send it to. A lot of people get confused because there's so many of them, but that's not me. The one that's me is up here, like this picture up here at the top that you can see on your screen. And it's under John Holt. You click on it. It says in relationship. That's it. And then it depends on how you want it. If you want it where it can go up to the channel, it's $30. If you want to do it where it's private, where you FaceTime me, it's $60. Tanya or Sabina, somebody put in everything she needs to know on that messenger. Once you click on it, you'll see if it says in relationship. They say there's a lot of John Holt's on there, but none that carry my logo, except for my old one and this one right here. This one's my new one. I have no idea. Alice. You sent it to my old one. Did it say in relationship? I don't have anything. Just the weather. Uh, it's like I said, it's under John Holt with this picture up here. And when you click on it and it says in relationship, that's the one you want to click on. And that's the one you send the info to. Uh, and like I said, you can do it however way you want to. Uh, what you have to send is full name, birth date, death date, cause of death if you know it, uh, some of their likes, last place lived, and uh, 5 questions. I need birth date, death date, cause of death if you know it, some of their likes, whatever they enjoyed doing. That's a good uh, thing to get their attention with. Last place lived, and 5 questions. Uh, and that's it. And then you have to tell me where if you want it regular or if you want it private. If you want it regular, hit my cash app up for $30. If you want it private, you hit my cash app up for 60. And we can let you hear whatever you want to hear. If you do it privately, then you can ask the questions yourself. Uh, you would definitely enjoy it. I can guarantee you that. Okay, good deal. Well, I did that in my group on my own. Um, I told them that it was changing from JD's Paranormal over to John Southern Vlogs. But after that, then my phone broke, smashed all to pieces, and I couldn't remember my password, so I had to create a new one. So, um, but I, I, I don't like um, group chat things. You can tell him to come down here to Alabama and kiss my white ass. From up there, Alice, you're the only one I care for. And you know why. To me, you're granny to me, period. And the rest of them boys up there can come down here and kiss the other cheek. You're the one that we worry with. You're the one that we always talk about, wished you would get out under all that mess. And we would make it happen. We wouldn't have to leave your stuff up there in storage. We'd bring it right down here, 3 minutes away from the house. Not counting the stuff that you got in the house that you'd want to bring. One trip. You can do the 30? Okay. Now, just don't leave out anything. I'm going to say it again. Full name of the person, and of course, how they're related to you, cause of death, birth date, death date, cause of death, if you know it, last place lived, some of their likes, and 5 questions. When you put down what you think some of their likes are, it's a good trigger object because then you know and they know, okay, they're talking about me. And then I can mention your name and it just makes things easier. And like, just say, for example, say you paid today, it would be 2 days when your session got done. Today is Tuesday. So either late Wednesday evening or early Thursday morning, I would text you, say, hey, or call you, say, hey, your video's going up. Because for $30, it's going to go up to the channel where everybody can see it. But now I give everybody the opportunity. If you don't want things put out in the public, do it privately. As y'all all have your own ideas on that. And we know you help. And Alice, we couldn't make it if you didn't help. We could not make it right now if you helping the way you do. You know, like some days she might get 2 days sometimes, sometimes 2.5. And then sometimes they want her to come in and she'll work from like 6 to 9 or some crap. I mean, that's just enough to pay for gas. I mean, it's crazy. And it takes 2 people to make it nowadays. It's just hard. And that's why she wears herself sick. Where if you're gonna go to Walmart every third on the month on that morning, and to make sure that she's up so she can go. I mean, that's just we just couldn't make it if it wasn't for your help, love. Period. And yeah, he's jealous of it, but like I said, I don't give a damn. And you got to remember, it ain't just me that you're helping. You're helping your granddaughter. At least she's out living her life, doing a good thing, and I'm proud of her. And I know her mama's proud of her. I know you're proud of her. And I don't give a rat's ass if the rest of them even think about her. But we think about you just as much as you think about us. We think about you. Imagine if you was down here, you could be hearing from your loved ones all the time, every day. Hey, Joni. Thank you, Joni. That no, that's needed in a bad way. Thank you, love. Yeah, she'd be happier. She'd be here with her granddaughter and not have to worry about a daggum thing. I appreciate that, love. Right now we could accept any donations possible, daggum it. Us too, love. Us too. We went uh, this morning as was taking her to work and got us yeah. Well, I could come up there in one trip and get her and bring everything back with us. She wouldn't even have to look back. We stopped and got a few canned things, some raviolis, and some of that stuff in case the power went out or whatnot. Uh, we struggle just like anybody else. Um, Back now when YouTube was doing real good, it was making good money, but that's because I was able to get out and make some videos, plus do a couple of lives a day, and I just can't really do that now. I couldn't do it. When mother got sick, uh, I've got a lot of responsibility on me right now. I have to take Christina back and forth to work. Um, I have to take care of things here, and I can't just be off somewhere. Um, so we're there you go. To get building supplies. That's cool. But yeah, we can move her down here in one day, and she wouldn't even, like I said, she wouldn't even have to look back. Uh, and I would uh, get him in a facility somewhere, and I would make sure I talked to them whenever they was ready to release him or whatever. And if he's doing good and whatnot, then he's more than welcome to come too if he wants to. But he got to have some help first, because I'll be the first one to tell you I will put up with no crap here in my home. Your power was out. That made chili on the grill. Hey, anything works. Uh, Send it to my cash app, Jennifer. Uh, Paula, do me a favor, honey, and put up what it is on my cash app for Jennifer. Because see, if you send money here, I can get it, but it'll be the following month before I can get it after they take their part out of it. But if you send it to my cash app, I get it right then. Uh, Made home safe, good deal. Uh, yeah, put in or Tony, put in for my cash out for her. Um, yeah. Um, Let me see if I can find you real quick. Are you under that? Oh, you don't know? Jennifer, are you under Jennifer Lowry on Messenger? There's no. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh, Mexico, Sonic Drive-In, and then some others. She's got it up right here. If you'll grab a pen and paper, Jennifer. Uh, in the beginning of this, where it says JD, in front of that has to have the dollar sign. Let me know when you have a pen and paper, Jennifer. Oh, okay. Cool. Look at Sabina's. Well, Jennifer, look up here in the chat and look at Sabina's comment. When you got pen and paper, look right up here at Sabina. You'll see that it has a dollar sign and then that, and then the two numbers on the end. Okay. You send it to that, and we'll hear it ding right here. Then once you do it, then I can send a heart, and that way you know from there out that's where you do it. Yeah. Yeah, you can use any debit card. You just have to punch in. You don't have to have Cash App to send it to Cash App. You can use a debit card. It'll ask you, once you put mine in, it'll ask you how do you want to. Something about birthday, something about Carol birthday and something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Summer, she'll put her 2 cents worth in it no matter what we do. Talk to me. Yeah, we'll hear it ding. If you send something through, it'll ding. Music. Okay. You had to have a little spot for how do you want to send it, and sometimes it'll even ask you why you want to send it. Give a reason.
Like a speck.
You can say donation or whatever.
Breathe.
Okay, that's cool. This one here is going to have a little bit of white noise in it. I'm going to use the PS for a little bit, or at least for a minute. Um, Mother, can you hear me? You sure do. Uh, have you seen Wanda today? Not yet. Mother. Yeah, Christina's at work. Mother. Uh, how's Larry doing? Use my energy, Mother. Your voice is a little low. Okay. I heard you say he's doing okay, but I need you to be just a little bit louder. You use my energy. Uh, Mother, you're just right across the little road there from Edwin McLean. Do you guys ever talk? Do you remember that time I came home and told you about his motorcycle wreck? And you told me that was true, That motorcycle was his graduation present. Do you remember that, Mother? Do you talk? Do you do you talk to James and Linda and Christy and Shonda? You need to come a little closer. You can get your voice louder. I can feel it getting cold in here. I said, do you talk to James and Linda and Christy and Shonda? And have you seen Katrina? She's what? Yeah, she's a baby. How does and I want to share this live around the world. Mother, can you tell me how Katrina looks? Fine. Wait, James. Mother, she's perfect. And we all knew what the problem was, right? She only lived a couple of hours. Is it true that now she is perfect in every way? Mother, is Katrina now, just like you said, she's perfect now? Okay. I bet she's pretty, huh? Yeah, the baby. She's at work. She's at work. Mother, is there anything you'd like to say? That Wanda could hear, or anyone else? And another question. You know, Devon passed. Yeah. Did you walk over for the funeral procession? I know I went to the viewing, but I didn't go to the funeral. Mother, did you attend the funeral? Yeah, she couldn't have looked no better. She had a smile on her face. There you go. She's ready. She's ready to go. That means a lot. And I also got one more question, and then I'll leave you alone for a little while. When we were up in Illinois, and you held my hand with your two fingers, and I asked you, did you want to keep fighting this thing? Or are you ready for it to be over? Do you remember that? Mother, do you remember me asking you that? I told you, if you're tired of this, I told you to squeeze my hand. And what did you do? Yep, you squeezed it. I love you, Mother. Love you very much. That is proof in the pudding. That shows you the difference between me keeping my mind distracted between three different things: comments, the show, and whoever I'm speaking to. And I'm fixing to clarify something here. Hey, Carol. Michael James up there at the cemetery, y'all know, and his wife Linda, and then Katrina, Christy, and Shonda. If y'all watched any of my graveyard videos, you know who I'm talking about. Well, Katrina was the firstborn. She only lived a couple of hours. She had no nose. She had just a little bitty split for a mouth and didn't have eyes. And I believe every one of you heard what she said. That she is perfect in every way. And that Mother does remember me asking her if she wanted to keep fighting this thing or if she was ready to go. And I said, "What did you do?" And she said, "I squeezed it." Thank you, love. I appreciate that a whole lot. Let me click on it and I'll send you a heart. Um, you should have got it. That's the way you do it. Um, And it's important for people to know, even like peas and carrots. We've not seen them on in a very long time. Oh, it helped very well. Um, it'll put gas in the truck for at least for about 4 days for her to get back and forth to work. Um, peas and carrots. Well, she asked me one day. She said, "What about miscarriages?" And I told her, I said, if it's been long enough for it to have a heartbeat and breathe, that she'd see it again when it was her turn to pass. So these children that go through horrible, horrible things, when they pass, they're perfect again or at even more. So that's like we greatly appreciated love. Uh, you know, if you get your arm cut off or a leg cut off or this and that and other, uh, you know, that has no effect on your spirit. You could be crushed to death, and that has nothing to do with your spirit. And I'm glad that I could sit here right now and share this with everybody, and even people that watch around the globe that's different times from us. It gives you something to sit back and think about. I hear a lot of people a lot of time they talk about, Lord, I don't want to die, or I don't want to do this or do that. People take it out of context. I'm telling you, if you're living, you have to die. Period. But dying is when you really start living. You can see what you've done good, you can see what you've done bad. And you still have a chance to fix things before the Lord comes back. But these children, they ain't got a thing in this world to worry about. I wished I could get every one of you guys at the same time in one place and just walk down the line, hearing and being able to see it as they're speaking, feel their touch again. Again, I've said it a million times, I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to come here and learn about the paranormal. I sit right here before you today on a live show that's broadcast around the world if they tune in. I have sat here and had a full conversation with my deceased mother. Now, at least over there, we ain't got to worry about bills. Thank God. Uh, I appreciate that, uh, Johnny. Um, here a while back, I mentioned how some people take what I do for granted, and then they wanted to kick up heels at Christmas time, trying to tell me that I didn't let them hear from a loved one, when I know that was a daggum lie because I got the paperwork right there in that orange drawer right there. But if I could get to each and every one of you, not only could you see, you could hear, smell, see your loved ones. Um, I I don't think there's a better gift than that. And when some people make comments saying that I favor others and whatnot, that's a daggum lie. Because I think of you all the same daggum way. If I say something to one of you, I'm saying it to all of you. And yeah, it bothered me. You know, I've tried to always do that, for everybody. Um, they, I know it's a different perspective for everybody else because they can just watch it on TV or tablet or phone or whatnot. But when I'm sitting here doing what I do, I feel their emotions. I can feel the pain they were going through. I can hear their last words that they ever said. I can hear the death rattle. And I'm stuck with all that. And it takes a while for their energy to push off. It's not easy for me to do. And to me, this right here, doing this, spending time with you guys, takes me away from reality for a while. It calms me down till somebody stupid comes across there and says something ignorant. But y'all just don't know how much y'all mean to me. I, I love every one of you, daggum. And I love you too, honey. And like I said, over the last 3 days, two jumped off that one day and another one that one day. As far as I care, if they're going to be like that, they're not part of JSV. JSV True Fams will not ever go anywhere. Y'all mean the world to me too. If I could just snap my fingers and get us all together, I'd do it. Daggum. There's To me, there's just, other than the good Lord, they just nothing else better for me than sitting right here with you guys. Yeah. And yeah, it's been a while since I've said it. I should say it. Love you too, honey. I should say it all the time, and I know I don't, but I love each and every one of you and appreciate you. Thank you for helping support the channel. You know, internet's got to be paid one way or the other. Gas. We done our last bit a while ago getting them canned things, but I didn't want to stuck here with nothing, you know. If it was to hit us. So yes, most definitely. Every little bit helps. Bless you, love. That gentleman keeps telling me to buy a ring. To buy a ring. Let me see what this thing is. Hello?
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 Hey, this is Jamie Jackson, the nurse practitioner with Signify Health. Is this Mr. John Holt?
It is.
I was just calling to confirm our appointment for an in-home wellness visit tomorrow morning and make sure you still want to do that.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay. I'll probably be at your home around 11 in the morning. Is that okay?
Well, I got to take Christina to work at 11. And
Okay.
I usually don't get back here at about 11:30.
Okay.
But
I can stop for 11:30 or if you'd rather come after lunch.
Yeah, because last few days she's been having to work 11 to 7, but I don't know if tomorrow maybe if she goes in at 1 or 11. I don't know. She don't get her new schedule till today, till before she gets off. So if there's any way you could call back, well, I don't know if y'all work, you know, anything past 7 o'clock or whatever, but I could
at night?
yeah.
No, you can either call or text me back at this number when you find out.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Yeah. Unless you want to do like you said, just come at 12.
Okay, I can try to do that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And if for some reason that won't work out, then I'll call you back and we'll get you rescheduled.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Thank you, Mr. Holt.
Thank you. Okay, Jennifer. Thank you. Yeah. I appreciate y'all just as much as y'all appreciate me. I guess I'll go ahead and cut it here, guys. Remember tonight, uh, between 8 and 8:30, even the ones that watch this later, if you want your name in the drawing bowl, be here and make sure you're subbed up, and someone will win a tumbler. Y'all stay safe too, and I love every one of you. See you tonight.